In this video, I'm gonna talk to you about the best camera backpack for hiking, traveling, or if you're on a budget. So recently I was at the WPPI conference and I was mainly there to kind of see the best backpack. I went to this conference just to kind of put them on my back and just feel it out to kind of see which was best. I feel like it gave me a really good idea of which camera bag to look at. And at the time I was looking at Peter McKinnon backpack primarily. I wasn't really looking at anything else, and so I went to the booth where they had the Peter McKinnon backpacks. The everyday backpack is probably more my style because I'm like a minimalist photographer and I like the small size. I like how everything fits in it. I like the compartments, and I wasn't crazy about it. I just kind of felt like it was like a box on my bag. It's actually really stiff, like it's really firm, which can be really nice, and it's really cool that it can be able to stand up on its own. But I didn't love the shape of it. I almost felt like it could be a little bit longer, and I didn't like that I couldn't strap it to my waist like I can with my other backpack that I use, which isn't a camera bag, but I wish it was. But yeah, that's the problem with Peter McKinnon backpacks, is they don't have a good waist strap. And I know that the larger Peter McKinnon backpack does, but it's not a comfortable bag, and it's massive and it's really heavy. And that's the problem with these backpacks, is they're a lot heavier and you can store a lot of stuff in them, but it's just the shape of it is not that great. And if you're a tall person like me, I don't think it's a great backpack. And so that's why I was just like, you know what? I don't think I'm interested in this bag at all. And then I was at the conference and I was looking around at other bags, and there really wasn't a lot of options. But then I ran into Shimoda. And Shimoda, if you haven't heard about them, they're a really great camera bag manufacturer. I would say they're definitely for like a more rugged photographer. Like if you are doing anything backcountry, if you're doing anything hiking or anything like that, they are the backpack to go with. Like all of their backpacks are waterproof. They have really rugged, just really comfortable like waist belts and things like that. I put the camera bag on my back. It seemed to fit me a lot better, and you can actually adjust it. Not like Peter McKinnon, you can't adjust that backpack at all, but Shimoda, you can actually adjust it to your size. And I was looking at the Shimoda Explorer V225. And I know that's like a smaller backpack and it might not work for everybody, but for me, I like the minimal look. I just don't carry a lot of gear, and I thought it was like the perfect size. For stuff that I do, I go out hiking, or if I'm in the rain, or if I'm just doing like a day trip, I think it's like the perfect bag for that kind of use scenario. Because honestly, I think Osprey makes the best backpacks. They don't make camera bags, but Osprey makes this pack that has this thing on the backpack so you don't sweat. See, it's not like really touching your back. And I wish they would make camera bags. Now, if you're doing backpacking or anything like that, you're probably gonna need something a little bit bigger. I would actually recommend something like the really light Osprey backpacks that they have. It's not a camera bag, but it's just gonna be a lot better if you're doing any backpacking or anything like that. So Shimoda, best hiking bag I can think of. If you are looking to just travel, or you're just gonna be in the city doing some sightseeing, I think Peter McKinnon is gonna be a great backpack for that. It just doesn't fit my size very well, and so if you want something to fit your torso better, if you're like 5'10" or taller, I would go with Shimoda. I just think they're awesome looking backpacks, and they're really comfortable. And if you're doing traveling, that's also gonna be a great backpack. But I'm gonna give you one other option, and I think this is one that you should also really consider. And I think this is probably more in the market to people that are looking at something like the Peter McKinnon backpack. And I actually have it right in front of me. They sent one out to me, and I love it, and I wouldn't be talking about it if I didn't love it. This is the Brevity backpack. So it's kind of like your everyday backpack. It can stand up on its own. Has a ton of pockets here. You can just store all your camera gear. I just put everything in this compartment, and I'm pretty much set. And then if you need anything else, you can put lenses, you can put camera, you can put it on the top compartment. And it's kind of similar. I would say this bag is similar in almost every way to the Peter McKinnon backpack, in that you can access everything here and here. It's a completely different design because Peter McKinnon's, they're gonna open from the back here, which I actually don't mind that it opens from the front. And you can also put like a laptop in here, and then this is the regular compartment. You can make it one bag and put everything in one bag, or you can separate it out and like put your clothes up here and your stuff down here. But it is a small bag, so I think this is only like 25 liters. Peter McKinnon is probably, I would say it's slightly larger than this, but if you're looking for a more budget option, or if you're just looking for a camera backpack that can kind of just do everything. I mean, I've taken this hiking with me. I've taken it on short travel trips. If I go visit somebody, if I go hop on a plane, this is the camera bag that I take. When I travel, I just never take a lot of clothes with me. I usually bring just like one change of clothing if I'm spending like 3 or 4 days somewhere, and I just wash my clothes constantly. And I just put all my camera gear in, and this is the bag I bring. And I think this is an awesome option if you're on a budget, and if you want something like in between. I definitely wouldn't take this bag hiking like long distance with me, because here's the straps, like that's pretty thin. Definitely not like a long range hiking backpack, but it is good for traveling. It's a great like everyday camera bag, like the Peter McKinnon backpack. If this is the closest backpack I would say to Peter McKinnon. But yeah, Peter McKinnon backpack, I know it's really popular, but I wasn't like super impressed with it. I think it looks cool, but it's just a little bit too boxy for me. And I actually prefer this Brevity bag way more over the Peter McKinnon one. And if you are going to be doing hiking or anything like that, and if you have more money to shell out, I would go with Shimoto. Go with the V2 25 liter or the 30 liter. I mean, they make bags all the way up to I think like 40 or 60 liter. So they will have the camera size for you. But be careful, because with Shimoto backpacks, they also put a lot of stuff in them, and they can be really heavy. And that's one thing I like about the Brevity backpack. It's really lightweight, but it's just not going to be the best option for long-term hiking, or if you're doing like rugged options for hiking, because this bag, I'm pretty sure it's not waterproof. So you're not going to want to take this to the swamps as you're doing some landscape shoots out there. If you can just try these backpacks on, and it's going to give you a much better idea than looking at them online, because online you're not going to be able to feel what it feels like. You're not going to be able to really see how it looks like on you. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. Please leave your thoughts and comments below. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.